This is News 25 with Deanna O'Donnell and Unette Gentry. News 25, local news you can count on. News is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Call 727-9900 today for your free consultation. If you need a lawyer, you need Nelson. Today's news is also brought to you by Gunny's Air Conditioning and Heating. New service and repair. Call Gunny's 775-727-6800.
Welcome and thanks so much for joining us. We hope you're enjoying your winter weather today. I'm Deanna O'Donnell.
And I'm Unette Gentry. It's Thursday, December 9th.
Well, the winter weather advisory didn't bring the rain and snowfall that we had hoped for the valley and surrounding areas. Taking a look at Lee Canyon Ski Resort, they received only a small bit of the predicted snowfall of 3 to 7 inches. The resort says that there is still not enough snow for winter activities at the location at this time. Northern area highways, including the I-80 near Wells, had a requirement for chains, but that was dropped as of 12:30 this afternoon. Most roads are open without any snow chain requirements at this time. Blue Diamond Road, Highway 160, has remained open all day and is expected to have some icy roads in the morning after temperatures drop overnight. The winter weather advisory is up as of 6 p.m. tonight.
And the Nye County Sheriff's Office is asking for your help locating a woman suspected of burglarizing vehicles here in Pahrump. And thanks to tips from earlier today, now a second suspect has been taken into custody.
Earlier today, the Nye County Sheriff's Office took to social media to ask for help identifying and locating 2 people suspected of burglarizing vehicles in the Burson Ranch and Mountain Falls neighborhoods. An hour later, both had been identified and one was in custody. The Sheriff's Office says the suspects, now identified as Eric Burdett and Kelly Nicole Harwell, would burglarize vehicles while walking their dog. They're also accused of stealing a vehicle. Thanks to tips from the public, Burdett was taken into custody early this afternoon. The Sheriff's Office says he's facing charges related to auto burglaries and vehicle theft. He's also been identified as a parole absconder out of California. Harwell remains at large, and authorities say she is in possession of the stolen vehicle, a 2008 Dodge 1500 pickup, as seen in this photo. If you know where she is, you're asked to contact the Nye County Sheriff's Office. You can call 775-751-7000, send an email to sheriff@co.nye.nv.us, or submit a tip through the Nye County Sheriff's Office app, available for iPhone and Android devices.
You know, we do have a giveaway. Coach
That's right.
Gil Llewellyn has given us 2 scholarships for a basketball camp that is happening in Las Vegas. Right. And so before we tell you all about the camp, we're going to tell you, give us a call, 775-751-9400, extension 201. But the basketball camp is going to be happening Monday through Thursday, December 23rd, actually that whole week, and then Monday through Thursday on the 27th through the 30th of that week. We want to tell you he's given us 2 of these to give away, so you need to leave your name and number and all that pertinent information on 775-727-9400, and we will definitely put you in for that drawing for that. And if you are interested in that basketball camp, you can go to active.com, and that's Game Time Basketball, and then you can find out how to sign up for that basketball camp as well. If you miss out on these free giveaways, we're giving away 2 scholarships. So we want you to make sure to give us a call here at KPVM TV extension 201 and leave your name and number. And this is for a children's basketball camp. So we want to make sure that we have some winners, and thanks to Coach Gill for that.
Yes.
We'll return right after this break.
You're watching News 25, the most recognized and farthest reaching local news in Nye County. News 25, local news you can count on.
Welcome back to News 25. Well, a new federal program is helping 2 rural Nevada businesses invest in climate-smart infrastructure that will help the environment and save those businesses money. Brett Francis has more.
U.S. Department of Agriculture Rural Development is awarding 2 Nevada businesses a total of nearly $378,000. The grants, being funded through the Rural Energy for America program, help agricultural producers and rural small businesses purchase and install renewable energy systems and make energy efficiency improvements. Heiko Hay and Cattle, LLC, will use a $354,000 grant to install a solar photovoltaic system, which will provide renewable energy to power the irrigation irrigation wells for the hay and cattle business in Hyco. That investment will reduce the business's annual energy expenses. And Overton Power District Number 5 will use a $24,000 grant to install a solar photovoltaic system on a parking structure in Moapa. The energy generated from the structure will feed directly into the Overton Power District office via net metering and reduce utility expenses. USDA Rural Development provides loans and grants to help expand economic opportunities, create jobs, and improve the quality of life for millions of Americans in rural areas. Rural Development Acting State Director Jim Park says the USDA wants to support rural America's economic and climate resilience, and these two investments will make lasting impacts in economic savings and reduce energy consumption for these businesses.
All right, let's go to Doug Ferber with your sports.
Hello, sports fans. The PVHS girls basketball team continues to win, taking down Somerset Sky Point Tuesday night 65-14. I could swear I heard Coach Bob Hopkins tell me that his Lady Trojans really needed to focus on the new offense and playing better defensively. How much better can they be? In Tuesday's game, Taylor Wambacher continued to lead the offense with 18 points, including 3 of 4 three-point attempts.
Well, right now we're playing pretty well for the youngsters that we have on the team. As I told them after the River Valley tournament, I said we're experiencing some growing pains, but I'm real proud of how the kids are playing, and I expect us to get better each and every game.
The Lady Trojans are now 7-0 on the season and play at Coral Academy of Science in Henderson this evening. The PVHS boys won their home opener last night 58-57. Trojan senior Ewayne Brown led the way with 19 points. He said it was his career high.
I feel good. 19 points, that's a high for me. We just did good as a team. We worked hard. We came out aggressive. We took a big loss Monday, but we came back and showed that we're ready to play, and we just did good.
First-year head coach David Wilson said although his team lost at Losey Monday night, Wednesday's win was big.
Yeah, so our first game, a little rough coming out of the gates. It was their first game in a couple of years. Not a lot of the guys had any varsity experience up to that point. So our goal for the second game was to respond, and I felt like they responded well. They came out with a lot of effort. They did a lot better job of taking care of the ball, and we were able to make some shots down the stretch.
The boys are in Wendover, Utah for a tournament this weekend. In Tuesday's wrestling match at Moapa Valley, the Trojan wrestling team was impressive. I caught up with Coach Craig Rieger this morning, and this is what he told me.
Tuesday, we went to Moapa Valley for a conference duel. We were victorious, 63-18. The wrestlers came out, and all 14 weight classes were competed, and we came out really aggressive, and the boys got after it. And that was a great win over in Moapa, so really proud of them.
The PVHS wrestling team will compete in a match at Spring Valley High School this Saturday. The Running Rebel men's basketball team handled the University of Seattle Redhawks 76-56 last night at Thomas and Mack. Mike Nuka scored 21 points to lead the Rebs. Bryce Hamilton threw down 18, and Royce Ham Jr. grabbed 14 boards in the win. The Running Rebs are now 5-5 on the year. They host Hartford Saturday at Thomas and Mack. Tip-off is set for noon. The Dallas Stars came into T-Mobile last night red hot, winning 9 of its last 10 games. The Las Vegas Golden Knights didn't let that get in the way of their third straight win, beating the Stars 5-4, scoring 3 goals in the final period for the win. Knights captain Mark Stone had 2 goals to lead VGK. The Knights host the Philadelphia Flyers tomorrow night. The puck is set to drop at 7 p.m. If you have any inspirational stories, athletes, or ideas, send me an email at dougf@kpvm25.tv. Now back to the news desk.
Thanks so much, Doug. And in your health news, we're talking about how to stay healthy during the holidays. Santa Claus is back in town, but is it safe to visit the big guy this year with COVID still circulating? We talked to Dr. Gina Robinson, a pediatrician with Cleveland Clinic Children's, all about it.
Going out to see Santa, traditionally you think of those long lines where you might be standing in line for 30, 45 minutes, depending on which way you go. we really want to avoid situations like that right now.
Dr. Robinson says parents should research the event before attending and consider things like, will there be long lines? How close will we be standing to other strangers? Is there a way to schedule your visit ahead of time? She says you may want to also avoid having your child sit on Santa's lap and maybe stand near him instead. Masks are also important, especially if you're going to be indoors. So what if you don't feel comfortable visiting with Santa this year? Well, she says a relative could always dress up instead, or you can find some other creative ideas to get in the holiday spirit.
Making reindeer food and scattering that out in the yard is always fun. And I know that most parents enjoy making cookies for Santa and eating the leftovers. So maybe coming up with some kind of special surprise that you can do. Arts and crafts and activities, making Christmas ornaments, those kind of things I think would be a good way to take the place of that actual visit with Santa.
As for how to tell your child they won't be visiting with Santa this year, she says just try to explain it in a way they can understand and let them know you just want to help keep them safe and Santa too.
More health news for you right after this break.
You're watching News 25, brought to you by Mountain West Lawyer, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500. News 25, local news you can count on.
Well, we have been notified that Desert View Hospital has their main phone line down. It's been down for about 48 hours at this point. This is an issue with the carrier AT&T. We heard from Susan Davila, the CEO of Desert View Hospital, that they are not the only ones, that there is 280 businesses throughout Nevada that are affected by this outage, including an emergency service besides Desert View Hospital. They hope to have the repairs completed by tonight. Well, if you've been skipping your annual medical checkup, you might want to reconsider. In today's Medical Minute from Spring Mountain Medical, nurse practitioner Marquita Arajo talks about the importance of those doctor visits.
This Medical Minute is brought to you by Spring Mountain Medical, healthcare the way you've always imagined it.
Hi, I'm Marquita Arajo with Spring Mountain Medical, your hometown health and wellness provider. Today I'm going to talk about getting an annual checkup. In our busy lives, we often ignore signs that our body gives us about our overall health. Most of the time, these are small things that our bodies overcome with proper diet and exercise. Sometimes our bodies are signaling a call for help. Either way, getting an annual checkup is a way of maintaining your health and ensuring that you're on top of issues that may limit your lifestyle or make you susceptible to further disease. If you've been putting off an annual exam, today is the day. Come see me or one of our providers and we'll make the experience pleasant, personal, and professional. You owe it to yourself. I'm Marquita Arajo, and this has been your Medical Minute brought to you by Spring Mountain Medical.
Well, if you're thinking about using a digital voice assistant, you have a few choices. Today, Josh Osborne from Great Computer Deals here in Pahrump has some advice for what you need to consider.
Todd's Carpet and Tile Cleaning. Call or text 702-595-0488.
Hi guys, Josh Osborne with Great Computer Deals. It's time for another quick tutorial, viewer question edition. One viewer asks, what's the difference between OK Google and Apple's Siri? To be honest, not a ton of difference. OK Google is obviously Google's voice assistant and is going to work best if you're using an Android phone or Google smart home devices. Siri is simply Apple's voice assistant, which accomplishes many of those same goals, but only works with Apple products. Don't forget, Amazon has Alexa, Samsung has Bixby, and there are many others. They're all trying to do the same thing, but should be chosen based on the type of hardware you're using. Pick the one that is most compatible with all of your electronics. Why trust a technician when you can trust a friend? Great Computer Deals is located at 1190 East Highway 372. Call us at 775-990-8833.
News 25 Weather Cam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Well, it's currently raining in Las Vegas. It's cloudy here in Pahrump, and it's sleeting on the mountains. A closer look at our forecast when we return.
News 25 Weather is brought to you by Dairy Council of Nevada. The splash of cream in your coffee, the dollop of sour cream on your burrito, the melted toasty cheese on your pizza. Undeniably delicious, undeniably dairy. Enjoy what's real.
Hi, good evening, Nevada. It's John Kohler from the KPVM Channel 25 Weather Studios. I hope your windows are rolled up and your truck is not getting wet. It's raining out there. Yeah, it's gonna keep going for another couple hours, but we'll tell you about that in just a second. Let's take a look at the weather up and down the state. Fernley, Fallon, Carson City. 40? What? Is that all you got for us? You didn't even get that far. In Tonopah, Goldfield, they're up to like 36, 37 degrees. Beatty breaking the mark out. All right, here we're talking 50 degrees. Amargosa, shy of Las Vegas's temperature. That's rare, 57 degrees there. 60 in Las Vegas, and out in Death Valley, just a scant 67 degrees. Separates us from the animals, I guess. 50 degrees here in Pahrump currently. Low tonight of 33 degrees as we march on down under those windy conditions. South-southeasterly winds to 18 miles per hour. That's just an average. You're going to see gusts of up to 45 as we head on into the evening. Sunset this evening at 4:28. It'll rise in all its glory and promise tomorrow at 6:44 a.m. Look for it. Now, you do see some partly cloudy skies tomorrow, but it's just partly cloudy part of the day. All this stuff is going to be starting to burn off. Rain will stop tonight about 7:30, and the clouds will be gone entirely by about 4 p.m. tomorrow. So look for that as we head on into the week. What does that make our week look like? Well, cloudy days, a little bit on Friday. But look at Saturday, Sunday, glorious clear skies, pretty nice. Temperatures up in the high 50s. Clouds returning Monday, Tuesday. Looks like we've got a big rain event on Tuesday planned, and so we'll kind of keep an eye on that and see how that tracks out. But that's supposed to go away after a day's squall also. So things to look forward to. Rain will stop in just a couple hours. Plan on it, and a beautiful weekend is what we're going to have. Back to the desk. Here's Deanna.
Thanks so much, Sean. Well, the Pahrump Arts Council is having a holiday talent show. That's all happening tomorrow night at Night Communities Coalition, which is located at 1020 East Wilson Road. And of course, that's going to be from 7 to 9 p.m. There's just a small entry fee to get into that talent competition. It's going to be lots of fun. They decided to do that instead of their regular Christmas concert. So nice. lots of different talents in this town.
Nice. And if you want to be someone's secret Santa or just help spread some cheer during this holiday season, Positive Pahrump, in conjunction with PDOP, the Pahrump Disability Outreach Center, is hosting their 11th annual toy drive. And you can drop off any toy donations at the sheriff's office, or if you can't make it to the sheriff's office, they'll also be accepting donations this Saturday, December 11th from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m. at the Walmart. And if you are in need, make sure that you reach out. They have a Facebook page at Positive Pahrump or at Nye County Sheriff or at Pahrump Disability Outreach Program, or you can contact them via email at sheriff@co.nye.nv.us.
All right, it's going to be lots of fun down there at Walmart this weekend.
Yes.
They just have a great time, and
yes.
thanks so much to PDOP and, of course, Positive Pahrump.
Yes.
Spring Mountain Motorsports is having a job fair, and that's going to be Tuesday, December 14th. That's going to happen from 9 a.m. until 10:30 in the morning. They're located at 4767 South Highway 160 here in Pahrump. They are looking for full-time, part-time, and entry-level, semi-professional, and of course, skilled and unskilled positions. So if you're interested in doing that, you can go to Spring Mountain Motorsports website, fill out an application online. Of course, be ready on December 14th from 9 until 10:30 at Spring Mountain Motorsports to do an interview. Bring your resume with you, and there's all different types of positions also on our local Pahrump Facebook page. We have a list of those.
All right.
All right, that's going to wrap up this edition of News 25. I'm Deanna O'Donnell.
And I'm Unette Gentry, and from all of us here at KPVM and A's Country Radio, thanks so much for joining us tonight, and we'll see you again.
Good night.
Good night.